Hey, welcome to 1159 Videos. Today we're going to cover a Honda Civic on the AC system, pretty much A to Z. These are pretty much about the same from about 88 to 2000 to pretty much what you got. You got your condenser right here. We have your AC compressor right here, some of the various lines right here. Your dryers over there on the other side. I'm going to point out all this. I'm going to show it. We're going to go and install this condenser and this compressor. To put the belt on the Hondas, you have to take the power steering pump and undo the power steering pump, undo the motor mount just to get the lines on and off like that. They just won't go otherwise. So we're going to go and get some of this started, and I'm going to start pointing everything out as we reinstall it back into the car. We're going to get this fired up. We're going to do this in two parts. The first part, we're actually going to put the Freon in with the regular 134A. The second, we're going to get all the temperature readings. We're going to see what it actually comes out at. The second reading, we're going to do a little bit different. We're going to put the Arctic Freeze in there, which is a synthetic with a little bit of ice 32, and we're going to see if it actually works. Everyone says, oh yeah, this is so much better. We're going to really see. We're going to find out. We're going to show you. Anyways, stay tuned. We're going to go ahead and get in, breaking down, putting this AC system together. Alright, compressor's on. I got the belt underneath the motor mount. It's on there. Pretty much have the belt back on the power steering pump, so I still have to tighten it up. But right now it's 4 12mm bolts, so we're going to go and get that hooked up. We still have the little wiring harness that goes to the AC. So we're going to go ahead and put the AC lines back on it, and we're going to go and get to the next step. AC compressor swap on these Hondas are really pretty easy, so shouldn't have any worries on getting this done. Alright, right about now your Honda should be looking like this. We got the condenser in here, the fans already on here, we got it plugged in, compressor's on, we got the hoses, the high pressure and low pressure hose are already on there. So we've got a couple more things to tighten up. We got to put the bolts in for here. We had a broken bolt we had to repair, which is a separate video. I showed how to remove broken bolts. Once those are done, I'm going to show you a really neat trick when you go to charge your system that'll get all the extra air out and blow out any little moisture and other crud, just like that. So stay tuned. Let me get back and we get these bolted up, and I'll show you how to do it. Alright, now I'm getting ready to charge the system, but I do want to tell you something. If this is a new compressor, make sure it's not a pre-filled compressor with oil, because otherwise it'll come with what you need, which would be 5 ounces of PAG 46 viscosity oil, which is for your compressor. If not, if it's just an empty compressor, you're going to fill it yourself with the 5 ounces, and you should be using a can of this right here, PAG 46. So we're going to go ahead and charge the system. This is the empty system we just did, and then it's 23 ounces of Freon, which is pretty much 2 cans of the normal size cans, which are these guys right here. So we're going to do 2 times on this. We're going to actually do this regular, just straight Freon. The second time we're going to do with Arctic Freeze, the synthetic, and see if it truly is 50% cooler faster. And then we're also going to use ice 32 on the second go round and see if it actually drops the temperature by 5 degrees like they say. So I'm going to go ahead and get this ready to go. We're going to charge it. I'm going to show you my neat little trick that helps evacuate all the air out of your system and gets you just straight Freon into your condenser and AC system, so it's as cold as it possibly can get for you. So let me get this done real quick. Now, like I was saying, I'm going to show you one of my little tricks I do, especially when you don't have the vacuum system to vacuum it down to pull the pressure and get all of the extra air and stuff out. I take one of my cans and I went ahead and I just go ahead, and this was an old can, it had a little bit of extra in it, and as I pressurized the system, I let out some out of the high side, and what it does, it lets out the air as you go. No, it's not. And that way, what it does is pulling all the air out of the system right now, and you're going to let off Freon. Alright, we're good right there. Now I'm going to go ahead and charge up the system with the Freon up to 23 ounces and get this system going. Now as you go inside and turn the car on, turn the AC on, shut the doors and everything, and the compressor's already pulled itself on because we'd already evacuated all the air out. So the AC compressor's on, it's sucking down the can right now, so we're getting the first can in the system. Now that I got the AC system in there, down there on the bottom, okay, this piece all the way down there, you should see the very end rotating, and you should hear it clicking on and off when the AC system's coming on and off. The other thing that you should notice is your fan should come on. Now, right off the bat, when I started working on this one, I noticed that the fan wasn't coming on, which means it won't cool down, it'll superheat, and it'll turn the compressor back off. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this fan out. I already did a test, made sure I got power to the plug, made sure I had a ground, everything's fine. The fan's bad. I actually hooked up a separate power source to it just to see, and it still didn't come on. So I'm gonna remove that real quick. We're gonna swap fans, and then I'm gonna show you what it should look like when it's running. As you see, the compressor is on down below. You see it actually rotating. That means the compressor is on and doing good. It means the pressure switch has got pressure enough to turn the compressor on. And as you come over here, the fan is going nice and fast, just like it's supposed to. So those are the things you should check. Now, the pressure side hoses are going to be super hot, so watch out. That one right there is the high pressure side. And these right here, this will get nice and cold. This is actually freezing cold right now. What you should be looking at, that's your AC system on your Honda Civic. Alright, I turned the fan off, but that is what I'm up to right now. So it's just over 60 degrees is what's coming out of my vents. So I've got a valve I've got to change up in the low pressure line. And once I do that, we're going to change out to the Arctic Cool and our Arctic Chill and see if it actually is a little bit better. So we're going to do an experiment and see which one works the best. Anyways, that's your Honda AC system from pretty much A to Z. You got any questions, hit me up in comments. 11:59 videos, we're out.